Welcome, fellow knowledge seekers, to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into a fascinating corner of AI, the world of image generation models, specifically Google's Gemini. You might think you know how to talk to an AI, but we're about to show you how a little ingenuity in your prompting can unlock incredible creative power you might not even realize is there. We've got some great source material today from Nano Banana's Notes on AI, Part 21, which takes a second, deeper look at Gemini's image generation capabilities. Our mission: to move beyond basic commands and, well, understand how to truly leverage these powerful tools for impressive, tailored results.
Exactly. And what's truly compelling here is that we're not just exploring a tool's features, but rather the art of intelligent communication with it. This deep dive will highlight not just what AI is capable of, but how you can become a more effective director, guiding it to achieve exactly what you envision, transforming your abstract ideas into, well, vivid, concrete visuals.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Our source material started where many of us often do, with an initial assessment of Gemini's image editing capabilities. The findings were adequate for some basic tasks, but lacking in certain areas. I think many of us have had similar experiences with AI tools. You know, hitting a wall when our simple commands just don't quite cut it. It leaves you feeling like you're just not speaking the same language. Expert, why do you think we as users so often fall into the trap of these sort of simple commands? And what's the fundamental cognitive leap we need to make to get more from AI?
That's a great question because it really gets to the heart of our interaction. We tend to approach AI like a search engine, type a few keywords and expect a perfect result, right? But these models are more like highly skilled, incredibly fast artists who need specific direction. If you simply say, draw something nice, the human artist, or the AI for that matter, has way too much room for interpretation, and it rarely aligns with the specific vision in your head. The cognitive leap is realizing you're not just issuing a command, you're actually initiating a creative dialogue. You have to be specific, set the scene, provide enough context for the AI to understand your intent, not just your keywords.
That creative dialogue concept is really important. I like that. But here's where our source took a truly innovative turn. Instead of just trying to refine their own prompts, they uploaded an initial photo, a mannequin wearing a pink jacket, blue hair, and a red bag, and then asked Gemini to suggest various prompts to explore its more intriguing features. Essentially, they used the AI to help them prompt the AI better. Expert, this sounds like a brilliant meta strategy using the AI to help you craft better prompts. How does this AI on AI prompting approach fundamentally change our interaction with these tools?
It's precisely a meta strategy. You've hit the nail on the head. Using the AI to help you craft better prompts. What it demonstrates is the AI's ability not just to generate, but to understand, interpret, and extrapolate creative possibilities from an existing visual. It's almost like having a creative brainstorming partner that can analyze an image, discern its elements, and then offer up avenues for transformation you might never have considered yourself. It shifts the dynamic from simply demanding output to a truly collaborative, exploratory process, making you a co-creator in the prompting journey. It truly elevates your own creative thinking.
That's a fascinating way to put it, making the AI a co-creator. Gemini, in turn, responded with a remarkably insightful list of prompts, broken down into 4 distinct categories. This is where we really start to see the model's nuanced understanding of different creative avenues and how it can be guided. Let's dive into each one and pull out some of the most vivid examples our source uncovered. The first category focuses on fashion and styling, essentially, playing dress up and manipulating the mannequin's look.
Yeah.
Think about the level of detail you can achieve here. Change the mannequin's hair color to a vibrant neon green and have her wearing a futuristic metallic silver jacket with glowing accents. Keep the red bag. Or, for a completely different vibe, the prompt suggested, dress the mannequin in an elegant, flowing black evening gown with intricate lace details. Give her a classic, sophisticated updo, but keep the bold blue hair color. The background is a dimly lit, luxurious ballroom. It even suggested something as specific as a punk rock aesthetic with ripped jeans, a band t-shirt, and heavy combat boots. Her hair is spiky pink. Keep the red handbag as a contrasting element. Before this, I often felt like I was playing a game of AI says with these tools, just throwing keywords at it and hoping something stuck. But these prompts make me think the AI is actually listening to the mood I'm trying to evoke, not just the individual keywords.
Absolutely. And what truly stands out here is how detailed you can get with clothing, accessories, hair, and even how it suggests keeping specific elements like the red bag as a contrasting element. The key insight is that AI can interpret complex aesthetic instructions, not just simple keyword lists. It means you can approach it like a creative director, briefing a human artist, focusing on mood, style, thematic consistency. Trusting the AI to translate that nuanced intent into visuals, it's not just fulfilling a list of requests, it's engaging with the aesthetics of the prompt itself.
Okay, so this next category takes it a step further, focusing on changing the mannequin's appearance and demeanor. This isn't just a new jacket, it's transforming the mannequin's very essence. How about give the mannequin a soft, ethereal glow, as if she's made of light, her eyes are closed in a serene expression, or a truly mind-bending one from the source. Make the mannequin's skin tone a deep, iridescent purple, giving her fantastical, alien-like appearance. Her eyes glow faintly. She stands in a futuristic, neon-lit cityscape. The possibilities for fantasy and sci-fi here seem, well, immense.
They really are.
My personal favorite here. Transform the mannequin into a living, breathing human model with the same outfit and hair, looking directly at the camera with a confident, slightly smiling expression. This is like bringing the image to life, making a static object dynamic and almost sentient. But expert, this ability to transform an inanimate object into a living, breathing human model is incredibly impressive. Do you ever find these models hit an uncanny valley effect when trying to cross that realism threshold? And how do skilled prompt engineers mitigate that risk?
That's a really perceptive question, and yes, the uncanny valley is a very real challenge, particularly with human faces and expressions. This category highlights the AI's capacity for fundamental transformations, not just superficial changes. It shows an ability to apply textures like carved wood and even imply emotion and character. To mitigate the uncanny valley, prompt engineers often use highly descriptive language. They specify texture, lighting, subtle expressions, even the emotional tone to guide the AI more precisely. They might also generate multiple variations and, cherry pick the most successful ones. It's about finessing the details to push past the almost human into something genuinely convincing or perhaps intentionally stylized. This is where the AI truly flexes its creative muscles beyond simple rendering, moving into character creation.
Right, finessing the details. Makes sense. Next up, the third category delves into altering the background and context around the mannequin. The prompts here are incredibly evocative and really play with context and scene setting, like place the mannequin in a bustling, crowded street market in a vibrant, colorful city. People are walking by blurred while she stands perfectly still, a stark contrast. You can almost feel the energy of the scene while she remains this serene focal point.
The contrast is key there.
Or imagine this. Transport the mannequin to an ancient, overgrown ruin with vines creeping up the walls. The lighting is dramatic, with shafts of sunlight breaking through. It could even place her on a pristine, snowy mountain peak with a dramatic sunset in the background, or a truly unexpected scenario. Underwater, with gentle ripples distorting the light and her clothes subtly swaying, fish swim around her. How does the AI manage to integrate an existing subject so seamlessly into such wildly different and complex environments, sometimes even changing how its clothes are affected? What's the secret to making these scene changes work so convincingly?
That's where the AI's understanding of physics, light, and perspective really comes into play, even if it's not explicitly coded that way, you see. The secret lies in the richness of the model's training data. It's seen countless images of objects in diverse environments, which allows it to generate complex scenes while maintaining the integrity of the original subject. It doesn't just cut and paste, it re-renders the subject within the new context. It adjusts lighting, reflections, even subtle distortions like those underwater ripples you mentioned. The trick for the prompt engineer is to be equally detailed about the environmental effects not just underwater, but with gentle ripples distorting the light. This creates a new, coherent visual narrative even when the subject is completely out of its original element.
Okay, re-rendering, not just cut and paste. Got it. Finally, the prompts get truly dynamic, moving into storytelling and action implied. These aren't just static descriptions, they're suggesting a narrative moment. Picture the mannequin, caught in a sudden gust of wind, her hair and jacket slightly billowing. She appears to be mid-stride on a windy urban street. This isn't just a shot, it's a captured moment, a narrative frozen in time.
Precisely. It implies motion and circumstance.
Or a more fantastical scene. Have the mannequin holding a small, glowing orb in her hand, as if casting a spell. Her expression is focused and powerful. The background is dark and mystical. It even suggests something as grand as looking out a window at a breathtaking view of a distant galaxy, with stars and nebulae filling the sky. She appears lost in wonder. These prompts are pure storytelling. Expert, this moves image generation into a much more creative and conceptual space. What does this category imply for storytellers or concept artists who might use AI?
Well, this category truly demonstrates the AI's capacity for narrative generation. It's not just describing an image, it's suggesting a story, a moment in time, and even implied emotional states. For storytellers or concept artists, this means AI can be an incredible tool for rapid ideation and visualization. You're not just asking for a character, but a character caught in a moment of surprise, discovering ancient ruins, for example. It allows you to direct a scene rather than just requesting an object. It really accelerates the creative process, allowing you to quickly visualize countless narrative possibilities for your project.
That acceleration sounds incredibly useful. Now, here's a crucial piece of practical advice from our source that could save you a lot of frustration if you're trying these techniques yourself. When generating these new images from the original source photo, it's absolutely essential to add the specific phrase, use original image, before each new prompt.
Yes, that's critical. Without this specific instruction, the AI will continue editing its previous output rather than starting fresh with the original photo you uploaded. Think of it like a conversation. If you don't explicitly say, let's go back to the beginning with that first photo, the AI just assumes you want to build on the last thing it discussed or generated. It's a bit like trying to edit a photo repeatedly without ever hitting save as a new version. You quickly lose your original baseline. This is a critical insight into how these models maintain a session context and how you need to explicitly reset that context for new, distinct creations, ensuring you're always working from your chosen baseline.
Right. Context management. That's key.
Yeah.
And while not every single prompt produced a perfect result, and that's often the nature of working with any creative tool, AI included, right?
Absolutely. Iteration is part of the process.
The exercise itself clearly illustrated the immense power of well-crafted, specific prompts. The goal wasn't perfection every time, but to truly understand the range of possibilities unlocked when you communicate effectively. So what does this all mean for you when you're interacting with AI image models, or really any AI for that matter? Whether you're a designer, a marketer, a curious artist, or just someone looking to visualize an idea, how do you take this insight and apply it to elevate your own creative output?
This deep dive really reinforces a fundamental yet often overlooked truth. Prompts are not just commands, they are instructions for a creative partner. The quality of an AI's response is directly tied to the quality of the prompt you provide. You have to be specific, you need to set the scene, and you must specify constraints, as we've seen. It's about learning to speak the AI's language effectively, becoming a true partner in the creative process rather than just a passive observer or simply hoping for the best. The true breakthrough isn't just generating images, but in using the AI to elevate your own creative process, prompting you to discover possibilities you hadn't even considered.
What an enlightening deep dive into the art of prompt engineering. It's clear that with a little creativity and specificity in your prompts, you can transform even a simple image and unlock an incredible range of possibilities from models like Gemini. It's not just about what the AI can do, but how well you can ask it to do it. It truly empowers you to be the visionary.
Exactly. This exercise in prompt engineering, even with just a mannequin photo, highlights the immense potential for tailored creativity when interacting with AI. It leaves us with a provocative thought. If thoughtful prompting can transform a single image in so many incredible ways, what other, more complex problems could you solve or creative endeavors could you unlock by simply improving the way you communicate with artificial intelligence in any domain? The power truly lies in your words and, well, the precision with which you wield them.